The rain hadn't stopped for 2 days. Cold sheets of water lashed the cracked sidewalks of Detroit's West End, making the empty streets shine like oil. A black sedan rolled up in front of a small, worn-out house with peeling blue paint. The woman inside the car hesitated before turning off the ignition. Maya shoved the hood of her raincoat over her head and grabbed her duffel bag. She had flown in from Portland for a job interview, and the rental was supposed to be an affordable, cozy Airbnb. The listing had looked fine: warm lighting, neat furniture, the kind of place that pretended to have a soul. But the neighborhood, that was something the photos hadn't shown. Every other house on the block seemed abandoned, windows boarded or shattered, weeds clawing through broken fences. She walked up the creaking porch and typed in the door code. Beep, beep, error. She tried again. Error. Rain soaked through her shoes as she cursed under her breath. Then the lock clicked. The door swung open, but no one stood behind it. A faint, warm light spilled from inside. Maya hesitated, clutching the strap of her bag, before finally stepping through. The house was clean. Too clean, like someone had wiped every surface that very morning. The living room smelled faintly of bleach and something metallic, just enough to make the hair on her arms rise. "Maya?" a male voice called. She jumped. A tall man with curly hair stepped into view from the kitchen, holding a mug. His startled face softened. "Oh my God, you must be the other guest. They double-booked." She blinked. "They what?" He showed her his phone, a confirmation email matching the address. "I've been here since yesterday. Thought it was just me." Her mind scrambled to make sense of it. The man seemed calm, polite, almost awkward. He introduced himself as Ethan. "Look, it's late. It's pouring. You can have the bedroom upstairs. I'll take the couch. We can sort it out in the morning." Something in his smile unsettled her. It was too easy, too quick. But calling the rental company in that storm wasn't an option. Against her better judgment, she nodded. Maya locked the bedroom door that night. The wind screamed against the windows, and floorboards groaned beneath the house. She lay awake, heart beating against the silence. At around 2 a.m., a sound pierced through the rain, a slow, deliberate creak on the stairs. Maya sat up, pulse thudding. Another creak. Then, a faint knock on the bedroom door. "Maya?" Ethan's voice whispering. Too quiet, too close. She held her breath. The handle rattled, once, twice. Then silence. When she opened the door in the morning, Ethan was in the kitchen making coffee like nothing had happened. "Sleep okay?" he asked, smiling. His eyes were bloodshot. Maya forced a shaky nod. "Yeah, fine." The basement door was hidden behind the laundry machines. She found it by accident that afternoon, while searching for a clean towel. The door stood slightly ajar, and cold air seeped out like a breath from underground. A thin rope dangled from the ceiling, an improvised light switch. She pulled it. A bulb flickered to life, casting weak light down a set of concrete stairs. Something about that black square of descending space clawed at her instincts. But then she noticed Ethan had left earlier to pick up some groceries. She told herself she'd just take a quick look, just a peek. The air grew colder with each step down. Her phone flashlight swept across unfinished walls and a damp floor. Then she saw it. A door. Not just any door. A perfectly square, steel-reinforced slab at the end of a narrow corridor. A filthy rope hung from the knob. Someone had carved deep scratches into the wall next to it. Maya's pulse drummed in her ears, but curiosity, like a rusted hook, pulled her forward. The door moaned open. Beyond it was a long, lightless tunnel carved from the earth. The smell hit her first. Copper, rot, meat. Her flashlight beam caught on a blood-stained mattress shoved against the wall, a rusty camcorder on a tripod, and a dark smear trailing into the blackness ahead. Then something moved in that darkness. Maya stumbled back. The sound came again. Wet, dragging breaths, too deep and heavy to be human. She turned to run, but the door slammed shut behind her. Ethan returned an hour later with 2 grocery bags. The house was quiet. "Maya?" he called. No answer. He set the bags on the counter and followed the faintly open laundry door. He frowned. "Hello?" The basement swallowed his voice. Maya pressed herself against the wall, her flashlight flickering. She'd managed to pry the basement door open, but the tunnel went deeper, twisting into the earth. A sound like slurping echoed somewhere ahead. She saw movement, a shape hunched low, crawling on all fours, pale, bloated skin. Blackened fingernails. Its face, or what was left of it, was stretched, teeth yellow and broken, lips torn away. The thing moved with the jerky fluidity of a nightmare. Maya bit down on a scream. It sniffed the air like a rat, head twitching. In one hand it dragged a clump of hair. Attached to it was a strip of scalp. She took a step back. The floorboard cracked. The creature's head snapped toward her. It screamed, a wet, guttural roar, and lunged. Ethan's scream was the next to fill the basement. Maya caught a glimpse of him at the top of the stairs, before the creature slammed him down. Bones cracked like twigs. His leg bent the wrong way. Blood spurted across the concrete. The thing grabbed Ethan's face with both hands, its nails digging into the soft flesh beneath his eyes. Ethan's shriek was cut short as his jaw was ripped open like wet paper. Maya ran. She stumbled down another corridor, slamming her shoulder into a wall. The tunnel twisted, leading into a chamber where concrete turned to raw dirt. And there, illuminated by a single hanging bulb, was a nest. Dozens of bones littered the ground, femurs, ribs, teeth. Strings of dried flesh hung from rusted pipes like trophies. In the corner sat an old metal cage. Inside it, a skeleton still chained to the bars. Maya clamped a hand over her mouth to stop the scream clawing its way out. Behind her, the thing snorted. She dove behind the cage as it stomped into the room. In the harsh light, its body came fully into view. Naked, bloated, streaked with dark blood. Its breasts sagged like deflated sacks. Its face was a nightmare of missing features, nose gone, skin stretched too tight. The creature crooned, a high, childish hum, like a mother singing to an infant. Then it turned its head toward the cage. Maya scrambled deeper into the shadows, fingers brushing against something smooth. A bone. She gripped it tight as the creature crawled closer, drool pattering onto the floor. She swung. The bone cracked against its temple. It howled, clawing the air. Maya shoved past it, sprinting toward the tunnel mouth. She didn't care where it went. Anywhere was better than here. The creature roared behind her. She could hear it dragging itself fast, scraping its nails across the walls. Maya burst into a side chamber, a dead end. Her flashlight flickered, then died. She spun around just as the thing tackled her. Her head slammed into the dirt. Its fingers closed around her neck, nails carving bloody crescents into her skin. Hot breath, rancid and sweet, washed over her face as it leaned close. Maya thrashed, groping for anything. Her hand brushed cold steel. A rusted pipe. She jammed it upward into the creature's mouth. It shrieked, choking, thrashing. Maya shoved harder, the pipe puncturing through the neck of its skull. Blood, thick and black, poured from its throat as it writhed on top of her. The creature's body spasmed once, twice, then went still. She pushed its weight off and gasped for air. Her throat burned. Her hands shook violently. Dawn was a weak gray when Maya finally stumbled out the front door, soaked in blood that wasn't all hers. She staggered down the street, rain still falling in soft sheets. No neighbors, no cars, only silence. Behind her in the house, something groaned. Not the creature, something else. A floorboard creaked above the basement, and in the shadows of the hallway, another door slowly opened.